Hey, what's up guys, how's it going? Alright, today I'm going to be trying to do a little bit of a Chris Fix inspired type of video style. So let me know how you guys like it. I know last time you guys wanted me to get more deep into the details, show you guys how and what I'm seeing and how I'm doing it and all that good jazz. So before we get started, huge shout out to JD and WESTSIDE for sponsoring this video with this Honda B20 engine, which we are doing the teardown today. Well, we're going to be completing it. In my last video, I took apart the exhaust manifold, the steering pump, and the alternator. I can't believe I called that a freaking AC compressor. My genius brain at the time was thinking that. I don't know, whatever. We're moving on. So today the focus is going to be the intake, the fuel system, and then our distributor coils and spark plugs. That's going to be the focus for today, at least, or as much of that as we can do. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm going to start with removing the throttle body right here. So you can see this is what the throttle cable would attach to. And then you can see the valve in there. It opens and closes. Get a cool view of that. Right? Alright, so I just took apart this support bracket. It's made of metal and it is used to... Yeah, I really don't know if it's necessary. But yeah, it supports some wire routing and then supports the bottom side of this intake manifold. Alright, so I just took off the little cover that goes in front of your throttle body, and what I'm going to do to remove the throttle body first, I have to remove the throttle cable mounts, the brackets, and then remove the sensor, and then I can start removing the throttle body itself. Alright guys, so I did just take off this nut right here, this fastener. There's a fastener down there and a nut. It was hard too because this bracket actually stripped this Phillips head, and then I stripped this one on the sensor here while I was trying to take it apart. So I stopped there, focused on removing it. After banging it with a mallet, it came off pretty easily, you know. And there's our throttle body. See all that carbon buildup over there? But overall, I mean, it's pretty cool. I think this is one of the cooler parts of the intake manifold. Controls the amount of air that goes into your intake, as we'll get into right there. But yeah. The next thing I'm going to do is remove this support bracket right here. And then I have to remove these connectors from the fuel injectors. As you guys can see, they're right there. Alright guys, I just took apart this other support bracket right here. Just going to take that out. And I also took out the connectors for all the injectors, like I said earlier. Okay, I realized I have to get rid of the fuel rail first before getting into those bolts because there's no way I can reach them, at least not with the tools that I have. So yeah, gotta take out, I believe it's just this 10 millimeter, and then one over there, and then I don't know how I'm gonna get those injectors out. That might be a little difficult, but we'll try. So I'm trying to shoot loose the fuel rail, but this is in the way. It's the alternator bracket, so it hooks up. It mounts the alternator and it allows you to adjust the tension. That's what the slot is for. So yeah, that's why we gotta do other stuff before we take apart this intake plenum, or manifold. And yeah, guys, I literally just got part of the fuel rail off. We should be good, just that last little bit. Oh, that's gonna be a little tough, but 1, 2, 3 of the injectors are pretty much out. It's a matter of getting that one out. There we go. Yeah, so how do we do it on camera? It's so hard to do a lot of these things with one hand, guys. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's fuel. Oh. Alright guys, I got the fuel rail out, and now I'm gonna lift up the there you go. Our intake plenum, our runners, the whole manifold right here. It's pretty heavy, it's a cast aluminum. So let's set that down right there. And let's take a look inside the head. Look at this is the engine's. This is the head right here, so you can kind of see the valves. I don't know if the lighting's gonna do it justice, but let me see if I can get my flashlight out actually. That's why we're using a GoPro this time, not my phone. So look at that. I think I got a better light in there. Where is it? Yeah, so you can kind of does that even help? No? Not really. Okay. Well, I don't know. I could see, let's see if I go all the way in. Yes, there you go. Those are the valves right there, your intake valves. You got 4 valves per cylinder, 2 intake valves, which is pretty cool. So yeah, let's keep going. We're gonna do our spark plugs. Yeah, I left a freaking extension on my on my engine. I'm already using it as a stand. It's not good to rest my tools here, but we're gonna move this, remove the distributor, and I think that's gonna be it for today. But let's keep going. All right, we're literally just gonna pop out our coils here. 1, Oh, well, that's gonna have to come out of there, and then we can pop that out too. It's kind of satisfying. Listen to that. Just do, boom, a little pop, pop, pop. You know. And then those right there, you can't see them. Let me see if I can get a flashlight again for that. You can see our spark plugs are right in there. Look at that. So we got to get an extension to reach those. An extension and a deep socket, I believe. That's the way to do it. So yeah, right now once this is off, I'm just gonna take out the distributor. This is what determines which coil sparks each time. You actually have to make sure you put the right ones in the right spot so you don't get the wrong spark in the wrong order and all that stuff. But yeah, it's just 3 fasteners right here. I think I already loosened them, yeah, so I'm just gonna work through that. This thing's supposed to just come off. Look at that. So you have oil, and that's timed to our cam, I believe. Look at that. Pretty neat, huh? Just pop those out. All our coils and all that stuff. We can just set that down here for now. I want to actually want to take this apart, guys. So there'll be a full video talking about how distributors work and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Old technology, not really used today. But yeah, I'll be doing a video on this, guys. But let's keep going. So we did that. Let's take out our spark plugs. I'm just going to take out one, but I'm going to keep them in here so we don't have any debris going into the engine. I mean, I don't really intend on putting this together, but I just, you know, I'd rather not have it open. I mean, I should clog these up, or I'll probably just put the intake back on here for now, but let's go take this apart. So I'm going to get a deep socket. Alright, honestly, I should have recorded this, but I literally picked up the first one, 16mm. I didn't even remember what the right size is, but got it in there. First try, guys. Isn't that great? Engineering, I was able to flip the engine upside down, and out came the spark plug. Oh, Alright, guys. Yeah, so I flipped it back up just to stop spilling and all that stuff, but there's your spark plug. Look at how huge that gap is. Rip, I even got oil on my hand. I didn't even know it. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it. We made huge progress. The intake is off now. The exhaust is off. The alternator's off. We can go through on the floor and look at all the parts. So there's our throttle body, alternator, exhaust, steering pump, distributor. Skip the heat shield, it doesn't matter. Our intake, manifold. So there are going to be videos on each of these guys, so don't worry, I'm going to be explaining it, maybe tearing them apart even further, dissecting them, talking about all of them in greater detail. So with that said, I want to give a huge shout out to JD and Westside for sponsoring this video, providing this engine, and allowing me to tear it apart for you guys and teach you guys how all this stuff works. I'll link all the information in the description below. So thank you guys again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys like this format, if you guys like last time's format better. Let me know. Trying to improve, trying to make this stuff work. So with that said, see you guys in the next one. Peace.